How's it going, everybody? Hope you're having a wonderful day, because I know I am. Today is Wednesday, May 10th, 2023, 1:48 p.m. We're getting started a little bit early on today's session because we have some movement. This morning in the AM hours, in the morning session, we had a CPI reporting at 8:30 a.m. and a couple other medium impact news events according to our economic calendar. But nothing else other than that of what we've seen. Now, moving to the charts, let me, this is 15 minutes. So this morning, right at midnight, so we'll go ahead and mark the midnight hour. Okay, so here, right at midnight, we were coming in from a consolidation into the morning hours of the 10th of Wednesday, right around the hour of 3 o'clock UTC time, or Eastern time, New York time. We saw a drastic move downward. Now, those of you that participated in this in the London session and whatnot might have been drug out by this consolidation into the 8:30 news event. Right at the 8:30 news event, we had a sharp move upward where it began to project towards our new day opening gaps and new week opening gaps. It went through that. Those gaps were created on the 9th of May. Then immediately went into the buy side liquidity. Now, in yesterday's session, we had mentioned that there was a daily imbalance, and that daily imbalance lives somewhere around here, right? I'll mark it up there. Now, price action didn't quite get there before it met a new day opening gap that was created on April 19th, which we almost got to the high, I believe, which was at, let's see here, the high was at, yeah, the 4173.50, and our high came in at 4173.25. So we didn't quite get there to the high of the new day opening gap that was created back in April, but it was nice to see an immediate reaction from that level, displacement towards the downside, taking out sell side liquidity at this early morning consolidation, and then now we're trading below that into an imbalance that was created on Friday, May 5th. So if we look at Friday, May 5th, the hourly chart, we can see that we're currently trading within that area right here. Now, whether or not it wants to go further than that and capture more sell side liquidity, we shall see, and I think it's going to be interesting to see how price reacts to these levels. So one thing to note, today in the morning was a very eventful morning for myself. I was able to capture a couple trades, got back a little bit of the balance that we had lost yesterday. Not quite there yet, but it was good to see a little bit of a return. So right now we're sitting at 101,998.86, which is just right around the price point that we were sitting at a couple days ago. So that happened. I was out there on Twitter actively engaging with the community out there, kind of calling out price as it went. So if you haven't already, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. I'll be more involved in the AM session during that time, and I'll be on Twitter a lot more in the morning. So that handle will be at Elemental Node, same as YouTube. So there I'll pretty much be doing what I do here, but it'll be more in the form of tweets. So, alright, so let's get this session started. We're about 6 minutes under the 2 p.m. hour. Let's see what this market has to offer. I'm going to just go in here and mark up as I always do. There's a couple of imbalances here, but nothing important. Go ahead and get rid of that level. So we already have the sell side liquidity marked. A small little imbalance on the 5-minute chart, which I'm not too concerned about at the moment, but I'll go ahead and mark it up. Okay, so here we want to be careful just because we're already, one, I believe we're trading at a premium on the 1-hour chart. I mean a premium, a discount. We'll go ahead and mark that here. So we trade a little bit below the 50% mark. Which puts us in a discount. And this imbalance that was created. Now we look at the lower time frames, we're going to notice that we are breaking market structure. There's a market structure shift. But I just want to make sure that so we swept out sell side liquidity, we're in an imbalance, trading at a discount, broke market structure shift. Yeah, let's just monitor this and see how it goes, because my long-term bias would be to continue downward, but it just concerns me a little that we didn't take out the imbalance on the daily chart. I would have liked that to take it, to be taken out, but it is what it is. Market looks a little healthier than compared to yesterday. On the 15-second chart. Price was efficiently delivered, I believe. On 5-minute chart, we see nothing really that would offer us any kind of short. Not to say that I am wanting to go short at the moment, but just pointing that out. Now, a lot of this is starting to get a little busy, so I'm going to eliminate a lot of these from the morning session. Just so we can have a clean chart. I'd like that to gap above. Looks. So it looks like we're 1 minute above the hour, and our 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. session begins. One hour candle looks like it wants to go a little higher. Now we are trading, we're about to trade into, we still have a distance, right into the low of the previous range. So this gap that we have highlighted on the 15-minute chart marks the low of the previous day's range. We want to keep an eye on that. Mark it right there. Go ahead and make that green. Now here for the scalpers, it's, you know, long positions that want to go up into that previous day's range. 15-second chart. Maybe there's an opportunity. I don't feel confident with this type of market structure. But if we wanted to be overly ambitious, right? Price dug into it, got above, now we're trading above it, and with the previous day's range. But I don't feel confident about that. Not enough for me to enter. There it is. So we want to see it bounce right off of that previous day range, the low of the previous day's range. Prefer to see it reject hard. There's a gap on the 1 hour chart as well, so it goes hand in hand with that 15-minute gap that we have highlighted. Now there is some times that I do enter the market and scalp on lower time frames, as I mentioned earlier, the 15-second chart. But as of right now, I'm just kind of, being a little cautious, just because I don't like to see this choppy environment on the 1 hour chart. Are there great opportunities in there? Yes, but I'm just not feeling it right now. Had a lot of scalps this morning, and I just feel like I would be testing my limits if I were to go in there right now and do that again. Unfortunate, you guys won't be able to see that, but there will be times that I will get in there. Again, if you want to see my calls on Twitter, you can go follow us at Elemental Node. Alright, I want to see what price does here. On the 1 hour chart, we're approaching that gap that I mentioned. Let's see here. Is that a gap or is that? Yeah, that's a small little gap. And adjust it right there. The 1 hour chart. So I want to see what it does here. Am I asking for a lot? Yes. But I want to see if it rejects hard. I want to see displacement. If not, then I am looking at the range on the 15-minute chart. We should take a closer to the premium at approximately 4142.50. That's if we make this support somehow. For those of you that are new to this channel, just remember, as always, I'm not a financial advisor. You are to use this stream as entertainment purposes only. If you need financial advice, please seek a professional that knows what they're talking about. Results may vary from time to time. I'm not a professional. I am a beginner trader that is documenting, archiving my journey. Okay, so now we're digging deep into our chart. There's a new day opening gap right above us that was created on the 9th. That low of the new day opening gap is 4134.50 to 4135.25. So here we're trading close to the daily low, or the daily's close, yesterday's daily's close. There's the new day opening gap. Doesn't want to react here. Could it be nice optimum trade entry maybe? Or short? Now that scalp that I had mentioned earlier, if we had gotten in, I would have taken profit here. if I was in a position, but I didn't take it. Our 15-minute candle is about to come to a close. I'm tempted to enter a position at this point. I want to see what it does at this new day opening gap that was created on the 9th. Really want to see dynamic price action towards the bottom to lower prices. Our 5-handle reference. Our 5-handle reference. Tempted. Let's see, reject. Nope, nope. Come on. Put this back on there. Where we at? We're at a premium. Just not giving me what I want. If I enter, it's going to be a little bit more than 5 handles. Now see, one thing that's making me a little bit more hesitant than normal, than usual, is that on the 5-minute chart, I like for there to be some sort of narrative behind the 5-minute chart. As of right now, there's a lot of white candles and a lot of blue candles, which are up and down candles, right? So there's no, on the 5-minute chart in itself, there's no real market structure. Sure, we're trading at a premium on the smaller range, but there's really nothing there that would say if we were to have displacement, it breaks market structure. takes liquidity, breaks market structure, and so on and so on. That doesn't exist right now. There's just a bunch of white candles. It's just repricing. It's like spooling or something. I don't know what it's doing. 1 hour, 1 minute, kind of sort of the same thing, right? It's just this constant just driving upward. It's like not creating a beautiful market structure like this morning, for instance. Up here you had the sell side, buy side liquidity taken, broken market structure, came back in, optimum trade entry and balance, filled or touched the small imbalance on the 1 minute chart, and then just repriced downward aggressively. Right, that's market structure right here. Going sideways right beneath the new day opening gap, but does it want to use the new day opening gap as support? I don't know. I have to say that I need more information at the moment. I don't know what it wants to do. Now, if I wanted to be aggressive, if I see displacement and I see something on the 15-second, I'll take in a scalp maybe, but I don't even feel comfortable with that. Trading right at the low or the opening of that up close candle on the 15-minute chart. Trading at the 5-minute imbalance. Trading at a little higher than the previous day's range, low. And we're tapping the new day opening gap. So, and we are in a premium. So yes, that does look nice. But look at this structure. There's not, sucks. It's really not pretty. Now here, if I want to take a little short, maybe. But it's really risky. Okay, so I'm getting something now. The reaction, bouncing off that fair value gap. What I would like to see is that it go price below this and treat this as resistance. But it has to create some sort of entry. Is it using it as support? I don't know. We'll see. I want to see it priced downward. Confluence. Now, is it going to go sideways to the end of the day since we've had a lot of movement due to the CPI announcement this morning? It's already taken out sell side liquidity. Is it just going to be bouncing between a range? Possibly. Okay, let's displace. Come on, do something. really messy. Just want it to just pull through. That's looking better. It's looking a lot better. So here, get a close. Pull back into the range. Get in there. I'll use this double top. My stop. I'm going to be very nimble with this because I don't trust it. So we'll make this chart bigger. I'll be just happy with 5 ticks at this point. Okay, we understand that it's going to retrace a little bit. That's fine. I have my stop. The stop is less than 132, less than 3 handles. It's fine. Or 4 handles, I'm sorry. Little reference. Little under 5. Cool. I don't want to see it start doing crazy stuff right now. I want to see it just reprice down. I'll just close it. Comes up to this imbalance. Okay, that's fine. I want it to leave that equal high there. That's what I want it to do. Okay. Going up high, aggressively. Doesn't want to take out that equal high. Or does it leave it? Get this 5 handle reference out of the way. Take out this imbalance. Okay, so here, I mean, if it wants to take it out, it takes it out, right? That's why we have our stop. But, you know, this is ultimately like, there's our stop. So this is ultimately like, what we're talking about is like low probability, right? It's just one of those things that maybe we have market structure now, but as of right now, we don't have really anything. Did I feel uncomfortable with that at some point? Yeah, but let's be honest. So here, market structure begins to look a little bit more refined. I'm still wanting it to go down. That was an approximate loss of give or take 250. Okay, so now I think I can take this guy off. No, 5 minutes still trading. So I'll leave the 5 minute in there. So does it take buy side, break market structure shift, breaks the market structure with displacement? And as previously discussed, this was used as support, right? Initially, I believe that it was going to start repricing downward, use this 15-second imbalance to move further down, but it got stopped right there and just continue upward. I want to see real displacement. We haven't seen that yet. We're currently at 230, about halfway through our session, with one loss, approximately $250. Again, let's take a look at the 5 minute chart. We had our first down close candle of the series of white closed candles, and now we're continuing. Do we want to use the top portion of that candle as support to launch us into higher prices? Again, we're trading at a little bit above the new day opening gap that was created on the 9th of May. Do we want to close above that on the 15 minute? Closing above that would mean right around 4135.25 on the 15. small little gap right there, an imbalance. Mark that one. Alright, so we're approaching buy side liquidity. So it looks like we did use that up, or that close of the down candle as support, and we're slowly moving upward. Looks like we're going to take out that equal high. Using that imbalance that we use as support. Right at the imbalance. So now we're trading above the new day opening gap. Displacement. I want to be very careful here because it just took out buy side. And we are in a premium. We are trading into the regular trading hour range. Right around here. Oh well. Yeah. And 3 open. So we're back into that range. Into this. Get rid of this guy. We know that it took out buy side. We know that this got filled. Notice that the price tapped the imbalance that we have marked. Patiently waiting to see what price does. Scrunch that up a little bit. Throw fib. Still at a premium. Okay. Interesting. Ah, went in a little bit later. Alright. Good enough for me right there. Right into the imbalance. The reason I got out early is because I don't trust it. Should have gotten out earlier, but I did it. Lessons learned. Alright, so now we're creating more imbalances. Close this one. Does it want to go towards the new week opening gap? The new week opening gap created on the 9th is at the low is 41.49. Sell side liquidity, equal highs. Buy side liquidity. Watch it very carefully. Sharp displacement to the downside. About 25% of the consequent encroachment on the up close candle created on or right around 11:30. But we have a new week opening gap above us. I'd like to see it support here. Let's see what it does. We're at 2:49, a little over 3/4 of our session. I wonder. That low comes in at, or the opening, 41.34. The close comes at 41.28. So there is a imbalance here. small one. Keep that in mind. Here, if I want to see it, if I would like to see it go up, I want to see it close above this fair value gap and use it as support to go higher. Take out that buy side liquidity. Nice little displacement, doesn't want to get that imbalance before it goes up. Little range. Internal to external liquidity. Possibly. Alright, so here we go. Let's see what it wants to do. Remember that buy side. We have buy side above us, which is relative equal highs. Keep in mind this imbalance. It's like a magnet. minute. Small little range prior to nothing there. See how it reacts to the 3 hour mark. Yesterday we had a little bit of a movement right around 3:15 as soon as we ended the session. So we're going to see if we have the same outcome today. If not, we'll just be ending the stream. One of those conditions that it's going to take out liquidity on either side and then reverse. Alright, the hourly candle is about to close. Does it want to act as support? All right, there's the 3 minute mark. I mean 3 hour mark. 3 p.m. Looks like it wants to use it as support, maybe. One minute. I don't like this equal low down here, especially prior to maybe taking out that equal high. If I had any ability I would take that out first and then move up. But I don't know, I might go up there first and then take it out. We'll see. Right now there's nothing. I'm going to take out the buy side. Or is he going to take out the sell side? I don't know. It's a really ugly market right now. 15-minute. And a 15-minute low is a lot of liquidity underneath. Looks like it's going to take that out. Let's see here. A zigzag. Really stubborn price action. Finally gonna take it out. Let's see. What do you want? New week opening gap right above that. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna answer right there. I put a really tight stop loss there. Let me move it up. Of course, it's gonna return on me as soon as it took out that sell side, buy side. Am I being a little chasing price action? Maybe that's the issue right now. Being a little over courageous right now. One, I guess one is because I've been anxious to make a trade on this live stream, and there's like a lot of pressure on me, but I mean that doesn't give me an excuse, right? I still have rules to follow, which I'm a little breaking them a little bit. It's not a good thing. Even if I'm right, it doesn't justify my actions. So yeah, we'll see what the outcome is, and let's see if it works on our favor. But what I'm targeting right now is the new week opening gap, which is at 41.49. It's not even that much of a risk to reward, which is even worse, right? And maybe I'm trying to compensate for what I lost earlier, which makes it even worse of a trade, right? Let's bring this down a little bit. Let's see what it wants to do. It's gonna be a. So there's our gap. We wanted to, let's take this out. And we're going to take this guy out as well. What I want to see is it go to that buy side liquidity and then to the bottom range of that new week opening gap. There's buy side maybe. Need to be careful with consequent encroachment of that candle. Wanted to go very aggressive into that new week opening gap. So there's a couple things that I'm learning from live streaming is that there's a tremendous amount of pressure when it comes to live trading in front of people. Even if there's one or no people watching, it's just the anticipation of people actually watching, right? There's a lot of pressure, and it makes it that much more, I guess, harder to view things clearly. Not to say that I'm perfect trading outside of this, but just to say that it is an added pressure. Yeah, I'd like to see it take it right here. That risk reward ratio is no good. That's a poor preparation. How about this? I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of it even if I'm right. Oh, look, there it goes. As I said that. I don't want it to work against me. See here, use it as support would be great, and then get it right here in this candle. Yeah, as a dumb trade on my behalf, I'm just gonna get out. So that leaves us at 101.847. Today wasn't a good day, but I mean, as we begin to do these sessions more often, we'll get to realize the problems that we have to address as this added pressure. Right? Today we did two trades that I don't think were high probability, and I think that we need to. I myself needs to regroup and actually come up with a strategy when I'm doing these live streams, so that way I'm not breaking rules. I'm not worried about entering a position as it is right now, whether or not it takes that buy side liquidity and goes to new week opening gap. I don't know, but it looks like it, right? But it wasn't worth me holding on to it, just worrying about it, because I had broken rules. Even if I was going to go in at a loss and it was going to work against me, it's better for me to just to retain that energy rather than going through the stress, mental stress to hold that position. Now you see we're right below the new week opening gap, so it would have worked to our favor, but the risk reward ratio was so small and it was way out of our favor. It was a bad trade. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and log off today and come up with a strategy and make sure that to minimize this next time. But I'm excited to have y'all come with me on this journey as I learn with you the mistakes that you probably don't want to go through, right? So learn from this, journal it, make a diary, whatever you have, and mark this as a lesson learned. I know I will. And for next time, I see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, and hopefully it is a much more smoother stream than today. Alright, see you guys later.